Good morning, all of you. I hope you all are fine. Welcome back, you all, in our social studies class. Today, I am going to discuss with you chapter number 5, The Rebellion of 1857. First of all, understand revolt means withdraw, and the rebellion is a word that is derived from the word rebel. Rebel means a person who does not obey rules and laws made by government, right? रिबेल बागी एंड द रिबेलियन मीन्स बगावत मीन्स अपने मालिक से बगावत करना 100 years ago from 1857, that is 1757, the British won the success, that is the battle of Plassey Sirajuddaulah, right? After that, British became the owner of Bengal. Then after 100 years from 1757, in 1857 the big rebellion occurred. By 1857, the British had established a colonial domination over a major part of India through the arbitrary methods of annexation and the harsh economic policies. The king and the queen, peasants, landlords, tribals, and the soldiers were also affected in different ways. Causes of the rebellion. By the mid 18th century, Nawabs and the Rajas had lost their powers, right? Instead, a British resident had been sanctioned in courts and with the freedom of the ruler reduced their armed force, disbanded and their revenues and the territories forcibly taken away. Many rulers tried to negotiate with the company to protect their interest. One of that, Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi wanted the company to recognize her adopted son as their heir to the kingdom. Nana Sahib, the adopted son of Peshwa Bajirao II, pleaded he be the given the father's pension when the later died. However, all the pleas were turned down by the company. And the company then annexed to Awadh. The British accused the ruler Wajid Ali Shah of the maladministrations and the misgovernance. In 1801, the subsidiary alliance was imposed on Awadh, and in 1856 it was taken over. Now, in 1849, Dalhousie announced that after the death of Bahadur Shah Jafar, the family would be shifted out of the Red Fort and given another place to live in. In 1856, the Governor General, Lord Canning, decided that the Bahadur Shah Jafar would be the last Mughal king. After his death, no of his son would be the recognized as the emperor, and they would be the only called the princes, right? Then, many chiefs and the landlords rebelled as the British land revenue policies and robbed them of their power and their privileges. Among those who rebelled were the landlords of Tirunvalli, the talukdars of Aligarh, and the Diwan of Travancore, right? Then the peasant revolted frequently because of the excessive tax demand under the new land revenue system. Clear? The sepoys. The Indian sepoys were discontented regarding their pay, allowances, condition of services. Right? Moreover, the new rules violated their religious sensibilities and the beliefs. They resented the British Revolution, banning the beard and the use of caste marks, and the replacement of turbans with the leather caps. The sepoys also resented having to travel beyond India frontiers in violation of the social taboos. To fight a wars for the British, the sepoys muted in 1806 at a Vellore at Barakpur in 1824. And in 1844, on the question of salaries, the communities were put down the severe force that the disaffection was also widespread that the British anticipated a large revolt from the soon. Now, new laws and response to the reforms. The British passed many laws to stop the practice of sati and to encourage the remarriage of widows. Promotion of English as a language was widely encouraged. The British allowed the Christian missionaries to function freely in its domain and its even own land and property. Right? Then in 1850s, a new laws was passed to make the conversion to the Christianity easier. This law allowed an Indian Christian to inherit the property of his ancestors. Many Indians feel that the British were destroying their religion, social customs, and the tradition, a way of life. In May 1857, after 100 years of contest and the administration, the East India Company faced a massive rebellion that threatened the company's very presence in India. The rebellion began in town of the Meerut, and a large number of people from a different section of the society rose in rebellion. The rebellion is also known as India's first war of independence and the Indian Mutiny, right? The revolt of 1857 and the Sepoys Mutiny. Execution of Mangal Pandey. Mangal Pandey was a young soldier of Barakpur cantonment. He revolted against the use of new cartridges that contains the fat of cow and pigs. Right? He attacked his officers, by which he was hanged to death on 29th March 1857. After the news spread of the cartridges in Meerut, soldiers disobeyed the rules. 85 sepoys were dismissed from the service and they were sent to a 10 years jail on 9th March 1857. Mangal Pandey was a hero of 1857 revolt. On 10th May, then the soldiers went to Meerut jail and released the imprisoned sepoys. They captured the guns and they killed the British officers. They set fire to the buildings and the properties of the British. They declared a war on the Firangis. Deciding to get a new leader. After the mayhem that happened in Meerut, the British took the decision of the cartridges so lightly. They think that the revolt was the cartridges would fall down and it would not happen. On 10th May, after releasing the prisoned sepoys of the Meerut jail, the soldier rode the horses all night. Right? Spread the rebel forces attacked on the British officers and the cavalry post. The rebel forces went to Red Fort to meet the Basha Bahadur Shah Jafar. The Basha was not willing to face the mighty British, but he was forced by the rebel forces, and the Bahadur Shah Jafar became the leader of the revolt of 1857. The emperor wrote the letters to all the kings to be united and fought against the mighty British. Right? This small step gave by a big result to that revolt. Many chieftains, rulers were ruling their kingdom for a long time under the Mughal Empire. So they think that the Mughal emperor began to resume their power, then they could rule their kingdom freely. The rebellion spreads. The rebellion began to spread in the northern and the central India. Many army troops started mutinying in various regiments. Local leaders began to protest with the help of peasants. Nana Sahib proclaimed himself as a Peshwa and the governor under the Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Jafar. He gathered army forces and attacked on the British in Kanpur. Rani Lakshmibai attacked on the British in Jhansi with the help of Tatia Tope, the minister under the Peshwa Nana Sahib. Right? The British were defeated in many battles. The Britishers lost their powers and that they have all the kingdom started to begin free from the British rule. Their soldiers and the big officers were killed. Awadh, with the capital at Lucknow, became the focal point of the revolt for more than 8 months. Awadh had been annexed by the Dalhousie earlier on the ground of maladministrations, right? The British had exiled the ruler Nawab Wajid Ali Shah uncriminiously to the Calcutta in 1856. Then the rebellion in Awadh was mainly led by the Wajid Ali Shah's wife Begum Hazrat Mahal with the help of Nana Sahib. Birjis Qadar, the son of the Nana Sahib, was proclaimed the new Nawab, helped by the sepoys at Lucknow and the zamindars and the peasant of the Awadh. The Begum organized an attack on the British. The British forces, women, and the children were forced to take shelter in the residency building. The Begum, the siege of the residency by the sepoys for 8 months. During the long siege, many children died of cholera. The women tended to sick and maintained rations. The sepoys were inspired by the Begum and the Maulwa Ahmadullah. However, the British held out even though a few were killed by the bullets and the sickness. The fate of the revolt was decided by the failure of the sepoys here. Though outnumbering them the 1 lakh, they failed to dislodge the British. The British took the Awadh in March 1858 following the siege of Lucknow. Begum Hazrat Mahal escaped with her son Birjas Qadar to Nepal and died there in 1879. Then the rebellion spread. Rani Lakshmibai joined the rebel forces along with Tatya Tope, who was a general of the Nana Sahib. When the British refused to acknowledge her right to adopt the successor as per the Indian custom, the British were defeated in many battles. The British lost their powers that they have all the kingdom started to begin to free from the British rule. Their soldiers and the big officers were killed. Now the many new local leaders joined this revolt. Birjas Qadar, son of the Awadh King Wajid Ali Shah and the Begum Hazrat Mahal, that we have read that the territories of the Awadh were taken under by the British. Firstly, China Chani hui thi on the basis of given the reason of the subsidiary alliances, and then afterwards the maladministration. Then the Birjas Qadar feel that it was wrong and then he joined the revolt. Second, the Rani Avanti Bai Lodi of Ramgarh joined the revolt with 4,000 soldiers. Third, the Bhakt Khan, a soldier from the Bareilly, also joined in the revolt with their group. Then, Kunwar Singh of Bihar, he also joined in the revolt with their group. So we have learned that the major revolt started from mutiny, in which the first sepoy joined it, then the king joined the sepoys, then the local leaders. The company fights back. The company bought an army from England to fight against the rebel forces. New laws were passed to control the revolt. The British army went to the major centers of the revolt like Delhi, Kanpur, Jhansi, and etc. Delhi was recaptured from the rebel forces on September 1857. The Britishers have destroyed the Kashmiri Gate to enter and capture the Delhi from rebel forces. Now, the last Mughal emperor, Bahadur Shah Jafar, was arrested. He was tried in court and sentenced to life imprisonment. He and his wife Begum Zeenat Mahal was sent to the Rangoon jail in October 1858. His son was shot cold-blooded in the front of his eyes by the Captain Hodgson. He died in the Rangoon jail in November 1862. Now the biggest battle of the 19th century. Historians said that it was the biggest battle of the 19th century. It took almost 2 years for the East India Company to control the situation. Lucknow was captured in 1858. Rani Lakshmi Bai was killed in 1858 and the Jhansi annexed. Tatya Tope escaped to the jungles of the central India. He fought the guerrilla war, that is a forest war, with the help of tribals and the local chiefs. He was caught, tried, and killed in April 1859. Then the British regained the control of the country by the end of 1859. But they couldn't carry on ruling the land with the same policies anymore, right? The important changes introduced by British. The British Parliament passed a new act in 1858 and transferred the powers of the East India Company to the British Crown in order to ensure a more responsible management of the Indian affairs. A member of the British cabinet was appointed as a Secretary of the State for the India and made responsible for all the matters related to the governance of India. He was given a council to advise him and called the Indian Council. The Governor General of India was given the title of the Viceroy, that is the personal representative of the Crown. Though these measures the British government accepted, directly responsibility by the ruling India. All ruling chiefs of the country were assured that their territory would never be annexed in the future. They were allowed to pass on their kingdoms to their heirs, including the adopted son. However, they were made of to acknowledge the British Queen as the sovereign parliament. Thus, the Indian rulers were to hold their kingdoms as a subordinates of their British crown. It was decided that proportion of the Indian soldiers in the army would be reduced and the number of European soldiers would be increased. It was decided that instead of recruiting the soldiers from the Awadh, Bihar, Central India, and the South India, more soldiers would be recruited from among the Gurkhas, Sikhs, and the Pathans. The land property of the Muslims were confiscated on the large scale and they were treated with the suspicion and the hostility. The British believed that they were responsible for the rebellion in the big way. The British decided to restrict the customary religious and the social practices of the people in India. Policies were made to protect the landlords and the zamindars and give them a security of right over their land. Thus, a new phase of history began after the 1857. So, students, our chapter is completed, and if you have any query, you can consult to me. Thank you and have a nice day.